aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Penix here from the gun. He brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. They're gonna bring out Trenton Gill to punt it away. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, first and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hold this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Now comes their punter.
It's fourth down.
He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. That's taken at the 15. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
They'll take over first and 10. At their own
First down now, ball at the 33. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Line up the design keeper. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Third down, it's Penix. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Street. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
They'll run it with Robinson. And he stops. The call to go for it from their turnover on downs, and now some great field position.
Result of the play is a
So
turnover
first down
on
from the 41.
Go trap. Go trap. Get up. Check up.
A handoff for Mixon, running right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long.
Back at 60. Back at 60. Back at 60.
They'll throw third and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The 30. He's at the 10. Push for the end zone. And he's going to go in for the touchdown. He brings it back on the pick six. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All set to go now from the 35. Dart resetting here after the pick. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First and 10, run to Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
It's Mixon on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with third and 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Throwing on third, here's Dart. Escapes out to the left. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's going to be fourth and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That one right down the middle. And his guys tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go. Viking 18.
First and 10, on to Robinson. Up to the races, middle of the field. He does it, touchdown. These guys have taken the first quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one's splits the uprights.
Makes the score.
And these guys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
7.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This will end up as a touchback.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
18 Cardinal, 19 white.
Tight end going in motion here. On first and 10, here's Dart. It's DK on the slant. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives him the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. Results in
Running with
first
Mixon
down.
out of the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
Some
pickup
offenses, well, they
brings up
prefer to
2nd
go
and 4.
run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Half the 60, half the 60. 18 left. Don't go 18. Go.
From the gun, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. And he's hauled down there for the sack on the final play of quarter number 1. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. And send a receiver left. 3rd down now. Here's Dart. He finds space, middle of the field. And he will take this in. Touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
The
Setting
kicker
up to
on
try the
for
point after. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All set to go now from the 35. Here's Robinson, start the drive. Looks like they did about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Penix working from the gun. Flush down out to his left. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
79 Bronco, go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check,
When the reps, let's go right here.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one's caught by Murray. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They give to Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, Penix. Going all the way to the end zone here. And the catch is made for the touchdown.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
And just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he cuts it back right. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Result is a first down.
Working inside the red zone. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown. So the back does the work that time. Brock taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
That one right down the middle. And his guys tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. We'll call that one a gain of, say, 2 yards at second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To the air with Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this.
On the ready. ready.
Offense to the line for second down.
Go! 60 Bobcat, 60, chap 60, chap 60. Chap. Check go.
Penix now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second.
A gain of 4.
As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Get it together.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Ready. 60 Eagle. Ready.
Another carry for Robinson. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Visitors 21.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first down. It's Starks. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, maybe give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing from the gun. Chased out to his right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Dragon 60.
Penix on first down. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing second and 23. Throwing, Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that is good for a first down. Here's Robinson up the middle. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Lightning 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19.
Penix here from the gun. Into the end the zone, but not brought in. He falls incomplete. We'll bring up third down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Connects on the crosser. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up fourth down.
A gain of 5 yards. It's fourth down and less than a yard.
Trying for it with Penix. He has the touchdown. These guys will add to their lead at the end of the half. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown.
The kicker on.
Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Visitors 21.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The story is halfway told. Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All set to go now from the 35. The half's going to begin with a mix and run. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be second down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 40-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Darts out of the shotgun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 36 yards. And a first down.
On first down, here's Dart. Into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Visitors 28.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Hand off that Robinson. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
It's a design run. They're not going to get an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Joshua Williams has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A give left side. Here's Mixon. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Complete to DK Metcalf. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Start now. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
2nd and 10.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Dart gonna throw again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
We put a receiver in motion left. Back to throw it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Now to give to Bijan. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. And they're going to throw out of the gun. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And now they're going to face third down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And he will take this in. Touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong in the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All set to go now from the 35. Wanting to start the drive and mix it. And he'll pull his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
He was brought down by Mike Hughes. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And he goes out and just needs one more step there to reach midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Back to throw, here's Dart. It is cut left side. And he has it to the 42 before they make their stop.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Going on third, here's Dart. Forced that to his right. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space, put your head down and go get the first.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He connects downfield. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys now within 1 score in the 4th.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play, but he'll stay with them after the interception. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here we go. 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. 18 Pirates.
From the shotgun, Penix. That one going to go against the D. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. First and 10 from the 43. They'll run here following the penalty. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
70 Lions. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Robinson again here on second. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
There's a dive up the middle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys up by 8. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running here with Bijan. Second down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. We go with a design keeper. And he's dropped just short the marker, maybe a yard away. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. On comes Cade York. A lot riding on this kick. This is a chip shot from the left hash. York knocks it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. That one's cut on the left sideline. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line.
Complete to DK.
Offense is hurrying, time running down.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. Result is a first down.
Going on 1st down, it's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd down, looking for options. Rolling left, buying some time. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's got it near the 10. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. They don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And the hands team comes up big. They're going to hang on to win. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Sign quarterback run here. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about